I don't know why. Anyway, I don't know why I started the video by. I don't think sometimes I started the recording right as I was eating a chocolate. I have to start over like 10 times sometimes. What's your favorite chocolate? This is chocolate I got from Easter. Easter's already passed too far. It's going too quick. I don't like it. Anyway, hood up. Serious talk. I got some Ferrero. Yeah. Yum. What's your favorite Easter egg? Easter chocolates. Mine's Ferrero. So, this is gonna kind of like lead off the previous video. And this is about apps where you can find friends, and this is my experiences, right? So the main one I have is Yubo. How do you pronounce this shit? Yubo. Now all of these are cash grabs, right? They're all cash grabs. All of them are. They're all cash grabs, right? And yeah, they're all cash grabs. And another one's Wiz that I have. Wiz is like the most popular one, I think. And I think these apps, they have two purposes. One is the blatant obvious one. They want fucking money. Alright. It's a marketing thing. They want money. The second purpose is something that I don't think these find friend apps realize. And that is you're doing more harm than good when it comes to mental health, socializing and meeting people online and giving people the opportunity to meet others online. And I just don't know how to go about this, because this is a topic that there's so much to talk about, but this is only my experience. Some other people, like everyone else, is gonna have their own experience, but this is me, and it's not good that other people aren't gonna think like this, because for the people who are in the latter, who are possibly the minority or majority, like me, like it needs awareness about it. And yeah, it's just important. But basically, these find friend apps, to me, they give people an opportunity, the more thirsty people, an opportunity to put themselves up online, just so they can have more eyes on them, have more ways to advertise their little Instagram, their Snapchats, and all of that stuff. And which is a bad thing, because there are other people like me who are trying to make a connection, a real connection, find good friends like me, which is what I need, and just make a solid form friendship and just things like that. And these apps, the way they design it, set it out, the cash grabs and all that shit they have in it, is set out where people can just like ghost you, unfriend you, do all this, and basically, I'm not saying I have a better idea, but I'm saying is I think find friend apps, they allow people to use them in a way that isn't good. I don't know, I just don't know how to phrase this. They allow people, don't want rubbish to get on my floor. People are using them for the wrong reason, and they know it basically, but it sucks for the people like me that are trying to find a connection. And that's basically because people are going on them, like I said, putting pictures of themselves, advertising themselves, basically. That's all they're doing, They just want more online attention. They don't care about making a connection. They don't care about making good friends. They don't care about any of that. And it sucks for the people like me who do care, who can't really find anyone, because that's what the rest of the people are on apps. That's what everyone is. And so, like Wiz, right? The amount of DMs I get in that app freaks me out. And yeah, I don't know where to start, bro. Wow. So with Wiz, what the fuck did I do? Oops. You have this thing called bulk chat. And it is where you can send a message to hundreds of people at once. Hundreds, but a lot of people at once. And that right there is basically the key ingredient to getting attention online, that you don't necessarily care about the people, but you just like seeing that attention. Is that how you meet someone? No. No, it's not. So what if you're trying to get if you're trying to message multiple people at once? You haven't even seen their photos and you're sending a bulk chat to hundreds of people that you just want their attention for. To me, it is such a stupid idea, bulk chat, right? But it gets worse. The people that are on there, again, the apps are, they're luring people in like sheep and making people advertise themselves. And how do I explain this? Like, there's just so much I can say, but I just don't know how to word it. Fuck me. So for me, let me tell you my experience. For me, I message someone, I get a response back, if I'm lucky, and then after that, I keep going with the conversation, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden it just stops, and then it happens again, then it happens again, then again, then again. And then it comes to the point where, so are all these people that bad at texting? Or I was starting to realize, or are they seriously just all on here just because they like to get that extra attention through messages? Now, I won't get it twisted. Used to be like this myself. Everybody loves seeing little icons, red icons with a number in it saying new messages, new messages, new messages, because it just makes them feel better, feel like there's people out there that want to talk to them. Snapchat, everyone loves seeing all those nice red new snaps. Everyone loves seeing that. Everyone hates seeing opened or received or delivered. Everyone loves seeing it all nice and clean red snap, new snap from all those users you have. And that goes for all the apps, including all these Find Friend apps. People just love going on the apps and seeing all those new notifications and all these new messages and ads and all these little red circles with numbers and on them saying new ads and all that. And don't lie to yourself. You know you like that too, yeah? Lots of people don't. I know. I don't anymore. All I care about is just meeting that one that I have a good connection with. Now, I'm not gay, alright? At least I hope I'm not. I've downloaded Tinder and Hinge and even Bumble for dating to find friends, which Tinder allows you to find friends anyway. Yeah, Tinder allows you to find friends. Hinge, I think it does too, I think. And the same issue happens. You match with someone, right? And all they do is just ask for your Snapchat, they ask you to add them on Snapchat, follow them on Instagram. And that's the main thing as well, Instagram. People advertise their Snapchats on Instagram as well. Not just on Tinder and on Hinge, on Wiz, on Ubo, whatever. And is the music still on? I can't hear it. Anyway. Don't have my headphones on, so I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. And people use that as an opportunity to advertise themselves without giving a damn about anyone they actually meet. And again, that just, to me, that is these Find Friends apps doing more harm than good. And the point, I don't even know what the point is I'm trying to make. I want to spread awareness about this, because I think these Find Friend apps need to either be changed or just stop, because it is just doing, like, it is, I reckon it genuinely is affecting people's mental health even more. And I actually care about mental health. Yeah, I care about hanging out with people. I care about having a good friendships with people. I care about that stuff, actually. I don't seem like the person to, but I actually do. Yeah. And so, yeah, these Find Friend apps, they're just not good to me. Like, far out. I need another egg. What am I doing? Yeah, so my experiences have just been dry conversations and all that stuff. And it just shows me more and more. The longer I have them, it shows me more and more how much people don't care about making friends. They're just on the apps for that quick minute attention, just because they're feeling lonely in the moment, or they just like to see all those nice new chats and all that. And then when they're on their Snapchat, or you still keep trying to talk to them, and they're like, hang on, why is this arsehole still talking to me? And that arsehole is me. They ghost you, block you, and everything. And it's like, I say I don't care, but it actually does, man. Like, wow, man, I thought we were gonna have a good connection, and you're just fucking, you're just like everyone else. You just don't care. You just block me. You just ghost me. You just fucking do that because you're just like everyone else who just wants that little bit of fucking attention, that quick minute attention, blah blah blah. You're on the Find Friends app because you just want people to see you, just want people to see your photos, and that's it. And that's it. That's all it is. And it's really bad. It's really bad for people's mental health. It's really bad. And it affects me. And it has actually made me even more alone, and made me realize how just fucked up, how bullshit those advertisements are. They're so bullshit. Oh my god, like the fucking advertisements saying, I never thought I'd ever meet my best friends on fucking Yubo. I'm like, fuck off, cunt. You haven't fucking met shit. How much did Yubo, the fucking smiley face app? Look at him. Look at him. Look at those smiley faces. Look at the deceiving shit that's behind them. All they really want is you to spend their money and just see more friends and all that stuff. It's just so bad. Alright? And this leads me to another point about money. There is something I fucking noticed about these apps. All of them. Right? Especially Tinder. And especially Tinder. And especially Yubo. And another one called PNK. I don't know what kind of name that is. It's like another purple one. But when I spent money, right, so this is one thing I want to say before I talk about this. They make you spend money seeing who adds you, which is fucking ridiculous. They make you spend even more money if you want to see who viewed you, you know. But they make you spend money for you to see who adds you, which is so stupid. Alright. Tinder, the same thing. Hinge, no, Hinge is alright. Wiz is kind of different. Wiz is more of Wiz is like the biggest ghost app. Like, fucking hell, bro. People just ghost you left, right, and center. Fuck. But at least with Wiz, you just send chats, and at least Wiz, you can't have someone just block you. Oh, you can, but anyway. It's just still bad. It's still bad. It goes off of the points I said before about how people just put the photos online and shit, and all they want is just that attention. They don't care about making a good friendship. But with the Find Friends app and Tinder and the other ones, and they make you spend money to see who likes you, right? When you don't spend money, you get a lot of likes, right? On Tinder, I got 10 likes within an hour, and I didn't have Tinder Gold. On Yubo, Tinder Gold is where you spend money to see who likes you, and I didn't have it. And then Yubo, I was getting like, I don't know how you pronounce it, Yubbo or Yubo. I was getting like 10 likes as well. I spent the money, and spending the money to me is like the desperate test. I call it the fucking desperate test, is to see how desperate you are. If you're desperate enough to spend $10 to see who likes you, because you're that desperate to make good friends online, it's bad. And yes, I will admit it, I spent the money. Tinder, I spent 30 fucking bucks for 60 people, right? And I do judge on looks, yeah. I can't be like, I can't be with someone who I don't find appealing. And that's, everyone does that, right? And that's fine. And at least I don't go accepting all of them, saying, hey, how are you? And then ghosting them, because I feel bad. I never do that. Anyone who I accept, I make sure I like them first. I make sure I like them through their photos. I get a good look at them first. I never just accept everyone and be friends with everyone. I'm actually not like that. That's something important I should have said at the start. But the point is, I spent the money, accepted the likes that I did like, and then obviously got rid of the other ones. And then all of a sudden, as I spent the money, the likes stopped coming in. Now there's something that happens here. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of algorithm or some shit. I spent the money. I cancel it. So then so when the week's finished, I decide, you know what, I'm just going to cancel it. Tinder Gold wears off. Yubo Premium wears off. Goes back to normal. And when I had Tinder Gold activated and then the Yubo, I paid $10 for Yubo to get to see who adds you. When I spent the money, I noticed I got less and less likes, right? Coincidence or not, but I tested it multiple times. I spent the money again afterwards, and I noticed when I spent the money, I got less and less likes. And then get this, as soon as the fucking premium Tinder Gold and the Yubo pay money to find friends to see who likes you, as soon as that wore off and it went back to normal, we have to pay money again for the next week to see who likes you. As soon as it fucking wore off, and I'm pissed off, yeah, as soon as it wore off, guess when the likes came back in? And that right there tells me that they are actually screwing something with the fucking algorithm in these dating apps and find friend apps. They are screwing something with the algorithm to where when you spend the money, the likes stop coming in, and then as it wears off, the likes come back in, so they make you spend the money again. That is the shiftiest fucking thing, and I've noticed it, right? And it just goes to show how desperate I was, and how, I mean, I still am, but I think it's better if I resorted to YouTube at least. But anyway, that is something I noticed, and mainly with Tinder, and especially Tinder. Oh my god, man, that is so bad. It is just cash grab, man. It's fuck, and it's the desperate test. Are you desperate enough to spend your hard-earned fucking $10 to see who likes you? And they don't even look like they don't even look like someone who's fucking that you could hang out with anyway. And what I mean by that is I'm looking for people who are like me to hang out with, and I'm not homophobic or against people who are transgender or anything like that. But if someone who is like part of like the rainbow community, LGBT and all that, and really advertises it, and you know, like has nail polish and non-binary, it's not because I'm homophobic. I just prefer to hang out with people who are like me, just blokes who are just you know, just regular dudes, you know, cis men who just, you know, do have their hobbies. Like my hobbies are going to the beach, all that kind of stuff, driving cars and all that stuff, camping outdoors. And fair enough, they may have the same hobbies, but they're not like me. They're just not like me. And That's fair enough. I shouldn't be getting hated on for that. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know, just normal guy friends, you know. Not trying to be friends with someone who's like very different like that and part of, you know, a kind of different social kind of group setting, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, that's my experiences. I've had a lot more, but I won't really worry about talking about them. I just think it's just so many people are just so fake, man. That app makes people fake. I don't think that people are always like that. I just think that people that go on those apps just really advertise themselves, and just those apps just allow people to just put themselves out there, get that attention that they crave and all that. And then when they meet someone that actually cares about them and wants to have a connection with them, they just don't give a fuck. They just ghost, block, and all that stuff and all that. And it's just bad, man. And some other people I've met that are just downright thirsty as fuck for horny pics and nude pics and shit. It's so bad. It's so bad, man. Social media is really ruining people. Honestly, it really is. This kind of social media. This is like the dark side of social media. Look at those smiley faces. Look at them. Look at them. Fucking smiley faces. My hand's got chocolate all over it. Easter eggs. Anyway, that's it. That's my little experience. Yeah. Peanut app. Who the fuck downloads that? And I reckon every single one of these apps obviously has like a prime version of it. Oh my god. Ugh. I still have them on my phone, by the way. I'm curious to know how many ads I've gotten. Oh shit. And that's another thing. I barely get any ads sometimes anyway. And it just makes me feel just like does no one like me? Do I look funny? Is there something I'm doing wrong? You know? Yeah. It's bad, man. Find friend apps are bad. Very bad. Anyway, getting tired. What's gonna be my next video? Who knows? Anyway, I won't ramble on for too long. Right, 22 minutes. Anyway, yeah, Churik Raw so far. I'm just talking about life and things. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, let me know if you guys have had any bad experiences with find friend apps. And my best advice is to not download them. I know it's really, really hard for me. Like for me, it was really hard to not download them because I was so desperate, yeah. And I know you might get desperate too, but my best advice is not to, because it actually makes you feel worse. You might feel like you're doing better when you get those messages. You see all these messages lighting up thinking, oh my god, all these people, they care about me. And then you find out they don't. They just want that attention that they get. You know, but they don't actually care about you. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Apart from that, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.